Hello again, my beautiful, joyful soul community. This is Letty, and I'm back with an energetic session. We are going to have a session today talking about energy. So I want to first of all, let me just start by saying thank you. Thank you for all of you that subscribed and supported my channel. I was so excited to see those numbers going to hit the bell. Oh my gosh, how many times have we heard that, right? Now I'm saying it. So thank you, thank you. Thank you in advance for all of those that are going to share this video with your friends and loved ones and on your pages or wherever you feel called in your heart to do it. So anyway, let's get going. We're going to talk a little bit today about energy and how that works and how you can harness energy and how you can use it to help your life, how you can use it to help any situation that you're in, anything that you're trying to manifest, ding, anything that you want to see differently. Okay. So we are energetic beings, right? Our body is an energetic being. We have energy. We are energy. We radiate heat. We radiate sound. We have this force around us, and it's an auric field, okay? But we are energy. So some people are very sensitive and they can sense a person's energy right away. They're called an empath. And some people are just, there might not be an empath as much as just kind of reading things. They don't sense it, but they have an idea. And some people really just have no idea. That really doesn't resonate. They don't really pay much attention to it. But they do know when someone walks into a room who's in a bad mood, or they do know when they're around somebody who feels really fun and good and light. So there's energy. So we're energy. However you want to see it, however you want to slice it, we're energy. So how can we harness our energy? How can we use it to feel better? How can we use it to help our world? That's the most important thing. So when I was a single mom for many years, and it wasn't until my daughter, God bless her soul, Steph, love you, mama, I didn't notice. I mean, I was a single parent. I never believed in physical discipline with children. I think it's just a personal choice that I made, but I did have to discipline things, right? I had to run the house. I had to figure things out, and I didn't have somebody to help with all the day-to-day. So I used to count to three. It's a funny story. I used to count to three, and I didn't even have to get to, by the time I got to two, she was like, Mom, no, it's okay. It's okay. I stopped. It's okay. And I was like, oh my gosh, why is she, what is going on? And sometimes I was pretty, just frustrated and reaching my limit. But other times I was just like, oh, come on, really? I wasn't mad, but I did want whatever was happening to just not happen. And so she was so good about it, though. She was like, okay, we're good. Okay, put the finger down, put the fingers down. She would actually come and like put my fingers down. So I remember thinking years later, we were talking. Of course, now they're adults. She was in college. I think if she was in college, actually, we had this conversation. And she said, dude, Mom, you're really scary. And I was like, I was kind of surprised. I said, how? Why? What did I do? I never hit you. And she said, no, you didn't have to hit me, Mom. You were super like, I just knew not to mess with you. Like that was it. Like I knew once you reached that place. And I used to look at her with such bewilderment because I think, well, that's weird. She said, no, I just knew, Mom, when you were mad, whoa, forget it. That was it. And it came up as years go on, right? She's an adult now. She's got her own life, and it's come up several times. And I remember thinking one day, well, what is the deal with that? That's kind of odd. But then I realized that it was just my energy. It was my energy that was letting her know, I'm not kidding. Like seriously, we gotta chill out. And then I started to notice how energy played in at work, how energy played in with family, how energy played in any situation. And I also realized that we can choose. We do have a moment. There's that moment where you can say, am I really going to respond to this? Or am I just going to let it go? Maybe they had a bad day. Maybe they're just, feeling not good today. Something's up. And you choose a different path. You don't respond, you don't react, you just, okay, I'm gonna go over here for a minute, let you chill out. That is probably the best way to go. So right now, what do we have in the world? Well, we have a lot of energy. There's a lot of things totally happening in this ascension, during this ascension process. And I'm going to talk about ascension in another video, but the energies are very intense. The energies are very, how can I just say, they're strong. They're very strong energies. And so if you're not doing something that is kind of keeping you in balance, keeping you grounded, it's going to be hard. It is going to be difficult. I know that when I don't spend enough time outside, when I'm not watering my plants, when I'm not just in nature, when I'm not drinking enough water, when I'm not getting enough rest, and I override all those little nudges, because I get little nudges, we have the universe tells us all the time, hey, maybe you should go outside. Nah. Or maybe you should drink some water. Nah. We override more than we think. So when you just kind of go with it and you say, okay, you know what? Maybe I should have some more water. Maybe I should go outside. I got to water my plants. They're dying. It's too hot. Whatever, wherever you are, there's an outside. We all have an outside. So when I started to do that, I noticed that I felt a little bit better. I was handling situations better. I was able to just not get caught up in all the drama. The other thing that I noticed is, and I work in media, guys, so let me just say that I understand. It's something that we've all been, conditioned. It's in our life. It's in our world. We all grew up with TV, commercials, the Brady Bunch, Scooby-Doo, whatever. Okay, totally dating myself at this point. But we have television. Now there's Netflix and Hulu and all this other stuff, but there's still a box. We're still connecting with the box. But when you turn that off and you look at how energy affects your body, your physical being, and what makes you feel better. Do you feel better watching TV? Like really? Or do you feel better just taking a quick 5-minute walk, going outside, looking at the trees for a sec, getting some fresh air? Do you feel better when you're drinking soda, or do you feel better when you're drinking water? How is it that energy flows in your life? Take a minute and just think about that. How do you even view energy? How do you define energy? What is your truth? Because there's no judgment here, guys, in any of this stuff, okay? We are all here trying to figure it out. So how does energy work in your life? Now, I will say energy comes in many shapes, many forms. It has no smell, has no color, but it does have a feeling. So we all know when we're at a party or something's going on and somebody walks in and they're not okay, you can feel their energy. We also know when we're at a party or when you're at home and your husband or your wife walks in, your kids walk in and they're super excited. They just can't wait to tell you. And they're bursting with energy. And that feels good, right? Okay, so how do you present? How do you walk in? How do you arrive somewhere? How do you even show up in your own thoughts? Okay, so energy creates a lot of ripples. We don't even understand really how far they go, because we probably have never spent the time to think about it. But we are the ripple of the pond of life, each and every one of us. We all make a difference, all of us. Every minute of every day, we make a difference. We make a difference to that lady who's trying to cross the road and you just you let her go. You make a difference when you cut someone off. You make a difference when you allow someone to walk in front of you at a grocery store and you hold the door. You make a difference, okay? And our energy also makes a difference. So I think today I want you to just take a minute and think about, how does energy show up in your life? What energy do you exude? How do you feel in the morning? Do you feel better in the morning? Do you have more energy in the morning? Do you have more energy at night? Do you peak at 3 o'clock and then want to crash? We all have ups and downs. So what can we do to get past that? What can we do if we're in a lull? How can we feel a little bit better? Okay, what are we doing? So the other thing I want to talk about with energy is when we absorb energy and we're not aware that we're absorbing energy, we can go down or we can go up. So Everyone right now is going through something. Everyone right now, depending on where their thoughts are and what their energetic output is either really having a good experience or they're just having not a good experience. And so how can we be of service to each other? How can we help someone with that? Now, I lived in Mexico for about 3 years. And I remember, there were days when I was just trying to figure out this new country. And I was trying to learn how to drive in a big city. And it was kind of weird, kind of scary, but I did it. But I also paid attention to the fact that I was excited. My acronym for fear was feeling excited and ready. I was not going to go down into fear mode because I had no one there to help me. So I had to maintain. So my energy output was very open. My energy output was excitement. My energy output was acceptance. And whenever I went anywhere, I just tried to put the best energy I could. But I also realized that there were days when I had lulls. I had some hard times. And I remember just wanting to, I met my husband in Mexico, and I remember we were having these arguments and I was just going at it and he didn't say anything. So ladies, we all know how that feels, right? It's kind of weird. And it makes us even more mad. So gentlemen, just so you know, do it. Do it. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to give you a little tip. So I was on a roll and I was just, with my broken Spanish and English and this and that and Spanglish, trying to make sense. I was 2 languages going through my brain and he wouldn't say a word. And he just had this calm energy. And it just pissed me off that he was so calm. And I had a lot to say. And 2 languages. 2 languages. Who knew? And so I would just be like, ugh. And then 5-10 minutes in, and there was this serene face, not checked out, but just serene. And he was doing something, but I couldn't figure out what he was doing. And I had zingers. Oh, I was just going to let him have, I was going to say something. Well, the zingers puttered out. And I couldn't remember what I was going to say. And I was like, and then, but, right, it didn't come out. Nothing came out. And I couldn't remember what the zinger was. So then I would just get frustrated. I'd say, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm just going to go outside. I went outside into 1,000-degree weather. So I sweated out my anger, right? But I took a break because there was nothing coming. There was no energetic connection. He was not going to participate. But the one thing that I realized later in one of those pillow talk moments, right? We all have those where we kind of just have these little true confessions. He said, remember those times when you were really mad? And I said, yeah, man, I'm sorry about that. He said, well, it's okay. I said, but several times, I don't know why, I think I just forgot something, maybe I think I was just overwhelmed because I would get so tired that I would just forget what I was saying. And he chuckled. And I remember saying, well, why are you laughing? He said, well, I don't know if it was because you were tired, because you were pretty wound up. And I said, well, what was it then? It's just, you know everything. And he said, well, I was sending you love energy. What? Right? I was like, okay, what does that come again? He said, I was sending you love. I was sending you calming, loving energy. And I just literally was like, are you serious? Really? And I didn't believe him. I thought, well, whatever. And at that point, my husband was really, really deep into the Course in Miracles. Now, I had done the Conversations with God series. He had done the Course in Miracles. So I figured, well, it's still God, right? We're meeting in the middle. I had not started my Course in Miracles. And I said, okay, all right, I'll give you that one. I believe you. If that's your truth, then I guess, So at one point later, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months later, he had a bad day. And he came home and he was just, everything and anything. And he'd forgotten the course, right? He kind of just went off on a different course. And so I thought, well, I want to practice. I want to try this. I want to just see if it's true. Like maybe he was just joking. So I sat there and I listened and I was very, I was, it had nothing to do with me at all, but he was just, and I started to imagine this. Of course, it had glitter in it, but I glitter. I imagined this beautiful white light coming from my heart to his heart, and it had glitter, sparkles, and it was this little rainbow light. And I just kind of had this visual, and I was like, oh. And I was sending this energy, and all of a sudden he started forgetting what he was going to say, and he just got quieter and quieter. And he said, "Sabes qué, amor? Whatever, está bien." He goes, "I'm not going to worry about this anymore. Let's just, yeah, it's okay. Never mind. We're good." And I went, "Oh, dun, dun, dun." And I thought, this works. I felt like Yoda. I felt like Obi-Wan Kenobi. It was so cool. And I thought, mira nomás, this really works. So, guys, try it. If you're in a situation, your kids come home, we all have, some people have kids, some people don't have kids, but they're teenagers all over the world. And if you have someone in your life that is not able to manage these energies right now, because they are pretty strong, I recommend that you try that. Don't engage. Don't engage. Don't get mad. Don't yell. Don't put more anger energy out. Don't put more negative energy out, because that doesn't work. We explode, there's clashes, and then what are we sending out into the universe? Even more negative energy. So what I would recommend is take a step back, get a higher perspective, and just say, okay, and you don't have to believe in God. You don't have to believe in anything. Energy is energy, guys. I do believe in God. I do believe in spirit. I believe in the universe and all one. But for anyone watching this video, just try it. Just try it. Just take a step back and just imagine sending calming energy, loving energy, joyful energy. Just imagine this person calming down. Imagine everything kind of just chilling out. But imagine this beautiful light. You could have glitter in it. You could have rainbow. It could be whatever. You be Care Bears. I don't care. But you can just put it out and then just let it be and just watch how the energy shifts in the room with that person. And I think we owe it to our teens. We owe it to the kids. We owe it to each other and to this beautiful world that we are trying to make different. And in any way possible, we owe it, guys. Just try it. I guarantee you that if anything, you're going to feel better. And, it starts here. It starts with us. We are the origins of a lot of things. And we don't even realize the impact that we have in the world. There was a saying, and I can't remember the author, but I will give credit I remember this, and I'll say it in my next video. We think we're one person in this great big world, right? But we mean the world to one person, and it's one person at a time. So wherever you are, think about your energy. Think about how you are presenting in the world. Think about fun energy, happy energy, humorous energy, joyful energy, loving energy, and what feels better for you. And just try it. Try it with each other. And know that no matter what, no matter where you are in life, no matter how bad things are or how amazing things are, there's no judgment. We're all one, and we are all love. Yeah, we're all love. So I am sending you my loving energy. So let's take a little, 20 seconds? Look into my eyes and feel my loving energy coming to you right now. Mm. There it is. You feel it? Have a beautiful day. Love and light from my soul to your soul. Namaste, everybody. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Know that all is well.